Hi guys, welcome to the Liberty Bunker. Sometimes in life you can rely on karma to rebalance the universe. So this story coming out this morning, this is on Reuters. Virgin Atlantic boss seeks £7.5 billion UK airline bailout. Let's take a closer look at this one. Virgin Atlantic chairman Peter Norris will write to the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson on Monday, saying the country's airline industry needs emergency government support worth £7.5 billion or risks the loss of tens of thousands of jobs, Sky News reported on Saturday. Well, I'm very much against government bailouts. I don't think we should bail out the banks. I don't think we should bail out airlines now. I think it's just a complete misappropriate use of money. We've got Boris Johnson elected on this mandate of representing northern workers, the average working man. The average working man is being asked here by Virgin Atlantic boss to bail them out. Let's bail out the billionaires is what we're saying. Now, Virgin Atlantic is it's not controlled by Richard Branson anymore. However, he does have about a 20% share in this business. He's the face of it. Billionaire Richard Branson is the face of Virgin Atlantic. This is from a Guardian. We'll read from, take this bit down here. So Branson will so basically Richard Branson sold his controlling stake in this airline a few years ago. This was back in 2017. Branson will net 222 million from the deal to sell the 31% stake to Air France, KLM, and the remaining share as chairman of the airline. He retains a 20% interest, leaving the US giant Delta as the largest shareholder in Virgin Atlantic. So what we're seeing here, we're being asked, the British taxpayers being asked to support an airline which isn't even British. The controlling stake, 49% controlled by US Delta Airlines. What we're essentially asking here is British taxpayers to foot the bill for what is essentially a US airline. It's very perverse. I do not agree with this. But we have billionaire Richard Branson as well. He still controls 20%. If owning 20% of an airline makes you very, very wealthy. However, this is where the karma falls in, and this is why I really like this story, and this is also why I certainly do not want a penny of British taxpayer money being used to support this airline, especially as Richard Branson, even though he only owns about 20% of this company, he is the face of this company. I would love to see Virgin just destroyed after Richard Branson's stance on Brexit. So we've got a few good headlines here. And if you are a Brexit supporter, I'm guessing by the end of this video, you will not want to see one penny of your tax money being used to support this airline either. So face of Virgin Atlantic, Richard Branson fears full-scale disaster of a no-deal Brexit. Let's take a look at the further headlines. Branson, Brexit, saddest event for UK since World War II. We've got more headlines. Brexit is the worst disaster to UK in my lifetime. Remainer, Branson issues no deal warning. They keep coming. Maybe he's going to regret now going on so many media platforms and just putting his Brexit scenario out there, putting his Brexit position out there. Richard Branson, Brexit is going to devastate jobs and the economy. Well, it turns out it's not Brexit, it's actually a virus from China that's doing that, Richard. Richard Branson calls for new Brexit vote. He wanted to overturn the democratic will of 17.4 million people, but now he needs your money. He needs your money because, he's got a 20% share in a billion-dollar industry that's rapidly going down the pan. And karma hasn't stopped there. Karma has not stopped there. So Richard Branson took a lot of the money that he made by selling his 220 million pound that he got by selling Virgin Atlantic to KLM and France. He took that money and he put it into this cruise ship. So this is Virgin's adult-only cruise ship. Is one of 5 big ships launching this year. So we don't get many cruise ships, but what a year! What a year to launch a cruise ship on the day that the year that the cruise ship industry is going to go down the pan. And look at this. Here's karma biting back. Coronavirus travel. Richard Branson pushes back launch of Virgin's first cruise ships. So it never rains, but it pours for Richard Branson, and it only continues to get worse. This is from N Business. Richard Branson's wealth falls as losses widen at Virgin Galactic. So maybe this is the thing. Maybe if you're in an industry, and not only you're in an industry, you literally are the face of a business. You know, Richard Branson is Virgin. He is the face of Virgin Atlantic. He is the face of Virgin Galactic. He is the face of this, what seems to be doomed cruise ship project. Maybe if you're the face of an entire business, maybe you shouldn't go out and just mock people's political positions. Maybe you shouldn't mock people that voted for Brexit. Maybe you shouldn't say it's the worst thing since World War II, it's the biggest disaster ever for the UK, because we're facing a big crisis now, but it's actually caused by a virus from China, the Wuhan virus. So there you go, guys. That's karma. This is why in life you should always fear karma, because it does come back and bite you. So billionaire Richard Branson, Remainer, thinks you're stupid if you voted for Brexit. It's apparently the worst thing to happen to the UK since World War II. I think coronavirus is going to be pretty devastating for Richard Branson. It looks like Virgin Atlantic's going down the pan. Just make noise on this one, because the UK government do like bailing out their billionaire friends, even if they are Remainers. So if you can, share this video, or at least get this message out in social media. We should not, with 100% certainty, be bailing out. I don't think we should bail out any form of business, really. It distorts the market. It's not capitalism. It creates bigger problems down the road. We should never bail out the banks in 07, 08. And we shouldn't be bailing out airlines now. It will create bigger problems down the road. But if we are to do it, let's bail out the patriotic ones. Let's bail out the ones that are British companies, not American companies. Why should we be bailing out an airline that's owned by Delta, US Airlines? Doesn't make any sense to me. So if you can, share this video, get the message out there, or go on social media and make your voice known that we should not be bailing out Remainer businesses. Billionaire Richard Branson is getting his comeuppance. This is what happens, basically, if if you just go against what the people want. You come begging for taxpayer money, and they're probably going to say no. Hope they say no. Boris Johnson should stand firm on this one. But they're printing a lot of money, so maybe they'll do it anyway. But that wouldn't be good karma. Anyway, Jason from Liberty Bunker sign off. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one. Should we bail out billionaire Richard Branson, Remainer, or should we keep tax money for local businesses, small communities, essentially the mandate that Boris Johnson was elected on? Workington man of the North, building infrastructure up there. Maybe that's a better way of spending £7.4 billion rather than bailing out a Remainer US airline. That's my thoughts and opinions on this one. Thanks for watching this video. Share it, because this is an important video. Not one penny should be spent bailing out Richard Branson, in my honest opinion. Jason from Liberty Bunker sign off, and I'll see you in the next video.